That's why you're across the room.
Yeah,
He's
that's
looking
why
into your eyes.
I'll look into your eyes and
They're
stare.
beautiful. We need to like the eyes because I'm like I have this cold because it's crazy weather we've been having.
It's terrible.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
I have the bags under my eyes.
I can't tell.
She's saying that, but
No one has bags
She's
like
beautiful.
you.
She's beautiful.
JoDee.
And you know, it's funny because this is the worst weather I think I've remembered this early in
Oh,
a
it
while.
was 27 degrees Sunday morning.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like,
it's too soon.
I know it is.
I like cozy and comfortable.
yeah,
In
yeah.
October, no, it's
Yeah.
too soon.
I still like the air conditioning. I'm not out of the air conditioning yet, so. Yeah.
Well, and now it's November.
Yeah,
I woke up the other day. I'm like, it's November 3rd.
Like we're holiday season.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Like there's 7 Fridays till Christmas.
yeah.
I haven't heard it put
I-
that way yet, but yeah.
Wow, I
It's
didn't
scary.
realize
I
that.
know.
Yeah, so.
Start ordering now.
Yeah, I hear you.
What do you want?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm happy. What would I want for Christmas? I'd like to be able to put up my Christmas lights. I'd like to be able to go in and record a few new things that I've written with a rock producer, and I would like.
Damn it, I should have wore a
I
red suit.
know. Dear Santa.
Yeah, that'll be good. But brand new single now, He's Messed Up.
Yes.
And of course, we're playing it, you know, from day one. And because the new album is phenomenal, it's fantastic.
Thank you.
And I mean, you still got a couple of major hits in there, girl.
We do have
Yeah.
wonderful material on that record, and that's the beautiful part about having, control over the record is it doesn't just end after 2 songs.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, well, if this one didn't work, then we'll scrap the record. And it's like, you know what, I'm like, keep throwing them out there and see if one of them just takes it off through the roof, then great, I mean, there was a lot of time and effort and energy put into making that record from the fans,
Yeah,
the fans.
exactly.
And this song, the fans are the ones singing the background on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're like hollering in the background.
Yeah.
Love that. And what's so cool, I think it was 2 years ago, watching you down on the riverfront stage during CMA, and you had, like, in between songs, you had this whole speech about how you're doing on your own right now, and making the music, doing on your meaning, putting out what you want to put out, and not having anyone else tell you, like, you've earned that place to be able to be there now, and it's really...
I've actually earned it.
Well, no, I mean, from my perspective, you have, because to me, you're one of country royalty. But it was really inspiring. Like you had the crowd. I'll never forget it. Just silence as you were talking about. Just how you went through a whole progression of what's happened in your life, and it was really cool. You could tell that you were really passionate about. From here on out, it's going to be because I want to make music because it speaks to you and to your fans, and that's what it's about. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All the
it
other
is.
noise.
It is about making music, and it is about the fans and the listener and the people, what they think, and you know it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're Renegade Radio. You can play what you want. You don't have to play every song that sounds the same.
Right.
You can play men, women. You can play. Your playlist can be as long as you want. It doesn't have to be cut down to just 15 new
Right.
songs. So I think it's a great place to be because you know what? It's the listeners that make your work possible
Absolutely.
and that make my work possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
so,
you know what? I got to tell you, every song on this album that's come out so far, we've gotten amazing support from your fans and from the Renegade audience because you're still very, very much loved. And I can tell just by when any of the songs play, and even some of the old songs. It's like I mean, you got classics there, even though you're not old enough to have classics. But the thing is, yeah. But it's just an amazing thing to see, everything happening with your album. And I want everybody to know that this lady has graciously agreed to do a show with us, and we were trying to do it a couple times.
Yes, and I do, and I owe your listeners an apology.
No, you
we were
don't.
supposed to do that show, and my
no.
aunt had passed away. It was totally unexpected of a nosebleed.
Oh my
And,
God!
just unexpected,
Wow.
and so I had to leave town. The
No, it's
services were that
understandable.
day, the day of the
Yeah.
show, and I was just sick because I was devastated, first of all, by her passing, but then I was like, of all shows, I mean, this has been a very scary process for me to come
Yeah.
out with this record, and it was one of the first, independent records released in the country music format. And you've been there since day one. I mean, before we even agreed to do a show, and so
Yeah.
I was so grateful to be able to come back and do a show, and then to have it fall through. It was totally my fault, family emergency, and I was devastated, and I asked the guy that was the middleman about trying to reset it. And that middleman's gone, by the way.
Oh, really?
But I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
because I'm like, I wanted to reschedule it. I want to make it happen, and so I apologize to your listeners, and we will make it up to you.
You know, you don't have
Yeah.
no apology is necessary because everybody loves you, and we know that the circumstances is something that just cannot be helped, and
Families first.
exactly, family is always first with us, and this way we're going to exchange numbers before you leave.
Right
This is
there.
his way of,
Yeah.
This
And-
girl right there is
and-
like my right hand, and she gets it done, and
Yeah.
that's what I need. If you work
And
for
that's
me,
it.
that's what needs to happen. Then
Exactly.
it'll swell again.
Let a woman run it and it'll get done, baby.
That's the way it works,
I
man.
have women that work for me,
Well.
actually.
Love it.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for sitting down with us and hanging out with us a
Thank
little
you
while.
for having me.
Thank you for
And-
making good music and doing it for the right reasons.
Well, and I love you guys.
I love you.
You know I adore you.
Oh, you're so
Lesson
sweet.
in
Thank you.
Leaving was the
And-
first song I sang on stage, by the way.
As a matter of fact,
So,
as we wrap it up here, in case you haven't heard it,
where have you been?
yeah, really, you haven't been listening to Renegade, and shame on you. So he's messed up on Renegade Radio Nashville. JoDee Messina. Thank you, JoDee.
Thank you.